"Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal." It was 1809. Abraham Lincoln was born, and he lived in a log cabin in Kentucky. When he was 7, he moved to Indiana because Kentucky was a slave state. Lincoln hated slavery. Even as a child, he believed all people were created equal and free. Years later, Lincoln could be happy in life. He told stories and jokes and people laughed, but Lincoln could also have low moods that we know today as depression. Even an hour after he told those jokes, he could be found hunched up all alone and sad. In 1860, Lincoln ran to be the Republican candidate for his party. 2 years earlier, he lost a close race against Stephen Douglas for a Senate position. That time, he had been confident, but this time, he didn't think he would win. Neither did many others. Him and other Republicans crowded into the state capitol, and by 2 a.m., it was certain that Lincoln won. On March 4th, 1861, Lincoln became president. In his private life that was about to become a lot more public, Lincoln had 4 children: Robert, Willie, Thomas, and Tad. Willie died of typhoid fever. His death was hard on both parents. Mary, Lincoln's wife, couldn't believe that he was actually dead, and Lincoln was brokenhearted. Lincoln had a dream of getting assassinated, but a few days later, on April 14th, 1865, Lincoln and Mary were in a private box at a comedic show. John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in the head. People tried to help him, but there was little he could do. After being in a coma for 12 hours, Lincoln died. In the moments after he took his last breath, his friend and the country's Secretary of War, Edwin Stanton, said, "Now he belongs to the ages." These words turned out to be the perfect thing to say. Lincoln's legacy would impact all future generations, like the words being his conclusion of his Gettysburg Address speech. "This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth."